hunters in camp, this thing called jealousy. We live in an age of social media. And I'm going to talk about this point right here, right away. 2017, I didn't get a buck. And I saw a lot of bucks, I didn't get a buck. So I should have had a buck. So I was on a remote teepee hunt with Dave Williams in the Adirondacks, deep in the Adirondacks. And I'm walking, and I see does run up this hill. It's crunchy, crunchy snow. But it was a beautiful, cold, sunny day. I mean, gorgeous. And I got a big mountain to my side, rolling hills in the hardwoods, and then it cuts down into a swamp. You can see it looked like a postcard. And so these 3 does come running up, and there's a buck behind them. And so I got my 35 whale and I got the Trijicon scope, and that buck comes up, and he's a beautiful, symmetrical 8-pointer. Good Adirondack 3.5-year-old. But I put the reticle, the triangle right here, he stops. And it literally is like some God is handing me a buck. And you know what went through my mind? This is the mental game. I don't think he's big enough. I think on Facebook people will rig me. And that has never happened to me before. I've never thought that. But as soon as I had this Big Woods Bucks team member shirt on me, I started thinking differently. And I let him walk. I put the safe down and I let him walk. I would have shot that buck 20 times over the year before. But this thing started to play in my head. Social media started to play in my head. All those stupid posts that people have about, oh, it's not a real big buck, you know, but it's meat in the freezer, where they're apologizing. That's bullshit. I'm just going to cut right to the chase. That's nonsense. You should never apologize for a buck, ever. And it was a beautiful 8-pointer. And yeah, he's 3.5 years old. But he would be on my wall, for sure. Absolutely. So that's a case of, there's this weird jealousy that happens on social media between people, and it plays into how you hunt. So if you have that situation, what I decided the following year was the very first day of muzzleloader season, early muzzleloader season, I told God in the mountain when I was out there, and there's leaves on the trees, and that muzzleloader season is weird because it's almost like a needle in the haystack. The sign is covered by the leaves that are dropping. The bucks aren't really moving. You got leaves on the trees, so you're just wandering. You're scouting and having a good time. So I said to God in the mountain, I said, whatever you give me, I'm going to shoot. If it's a spike horn, I don't care. If it's the biggest buck of my life, I don't care. Not 2 hours later, a spike horn came down, I shot it, and I don't think I was ever more blissful about a buck in my life, because the juxtaposition between being worried about what people think and what I wanted was so stark to me. And it felt wonderful. And he knows, it's up on the football hill. And it was a great hunt. And I dragged that little buck down, I stuffed him in my wife's Subaru. She wasn't happy, I can tell you that. She was really not happy. But it was one of the best hunts I've ever had. So that number 2, focusing on your personal journey, not the journey of others, is crucial, because every one of us in our hunting career is in a certain place that's personal to us, that's secret to us. And it's really easy when you start getting better at this, because I'm at the point now where I'm a damn good deer hunter and tracker. I can honestly say that. But you can get into this sort of judgmental place. And the old adage, if you judge, you'll be judged. That's what happened to me. So I had to let go of judging others, I had to let go of judging myself, and I had to get back with my personal journey of just enjoying the hunt again.
Well said.
Yeah. Thank you. So, instead of looking at others and worrying about what everybody thinks, it's about learning from others rather than focusing on self-pity, anger, hatred, jealousy, all these things that is rotting the deer industry from the inside out.